Today we're talking about the Aspiring Professionals Project Studio. Welcome to the Rhythm Studio, where we're talking percussion, music production, and music technology. I'm Warren Henry. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and also the alert button so you can be notified when we release new videos. That said, let's get into it. In previous videos, we talked about starting a studio based on the status of musician that you are and the music that you'd like to create. I gave basic advice on equipment purchases and tips on how to maximize your budget. Today's video is for the person who earns part-time income as a producer, a performer, or a composer. As a performer or a composer, you can personally tailor the design of your studio. However, if you're a music producer, your client needs will factor into the type of studio that you need to build. So here's an important question you'll be facing. Which digital audio ecosystem should I use? Right now, you're either saying, that's a very good question, or what the heck are you talking about? So let me say it this way. File sharing has changed the way music is recorded. If you mix at other studios or collaborate with other musicians via the internet, then compatibility is key. With that in mind, the software DAW and the hardware interface that you choose are by definition the studio's ecosystem. Whichever digital audio ecosystem that you decide to implement into your project studio, consider its compatibility with outside collaborators. Before I share my suggestions, I want to say that there are other systems by other manufacturers that are equally as good. What I suggest is visiting local studios so you can get an idea of what everybody's using. So here are my 3 suggested hardware software ecosystems, or what I call DAEs, Number 1, Focusrite Logic Pro X. Number 2, Focusrite and Pro Tools. Number 3, Universal Audio and Pro Tools. The Focusrite and Logic Pro X ecosystem is probably the least expensive of the 3 that I've mentioned. It includes quality processing plugins, great software instruments, and a decent score editor. Logic Pro X is an economical choice for the film composer, the producer, or the performer. Combining Logic Pro X with a Focusrite Scarlett or Claret multi-channel interface is a system you could expect to get a lot of mileage from. The Focusrite and Pro Tools ecosystem. This is most likely the mid-price system if you're using Avid's full version of Pro Tools. As an option, you could also use Avid's Pro Tools first. It's free, and that savings allows you to splurge on other needed items. The only downside is, if you're a composer, you're going to have to pony up the extra dough for their score editor, Sibelius. Number 3, the Universal Audio and Pro Tools ecosystem. I consider this the flagship of all 3, and most likely the most expensive. The strength of a UA system lies in their hardware. Their powered plugins are modeled after some of the most cherished vintage gear in audio history. Using sharp processing chips in their hardware gives their plugins needed horsepower, freeing up your CPU for other audio-related tasks. The bottom line is, you can't go wrong with any of these setups and the outward compatibility that they give. So there you have it, your choice in one of 3 ecosystems to get you started on your professional journey. In future episodes, we'll be talking about adding some needed pieces of outboard gear to your studio. I hope this information was helpful. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. And don't forget to say hello to the family for me.